This video is not for people who want to do networking. If you think networking is exchanging business card, adding people on LinkedIn, or going to have hours, close this video right now and go watch a motivational coach. Because what I'm about to show you is going to destroy the illusion you have about relationship and money. And once you understand the difference between network that adds and network that multiply, you will never waste time with the wrong people again. You still here? Then get ready, because this is going to hurt. Let me ask you a simple question. Why do you know 500 people but you are still alone when you need help? It's not because you don't have contacts. It's because you confuse quantity of connection with quality of relationship. And that confusion keeps you sitting at the wrong table forever. If you don't know me, I'm Danilo. And for years, I believed that networking was about meeting at maximum number of people possible. The more people I knew, the more opportunities I'd have, right? Wrong. I waste years of my life sitting at tables that made me poorer. Not just financially, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, until I discovered something that changed everything. And the concept I'm going to show you now is what separates those who spend their lives, their entire lives, networking from those who build fortunes through strategic relationships. This connect is called RMA, Relational Multiplication Algorithm. It's exactly what differentiates a guy with 10,000 contacts in his phone who's broke from someone truly wealthy who have 50 people in their inner cycle. 2 years ago, I had just come back from an entrepreneurship event. 3 days, 2,000 people, lecture, forced network, business card exchange. I came home with 147 new contacts in my phone. 147. You know how many of those turn into something real? 0. No projects, no relationship, no friendships, nothing. And I kept thinking, why the hell did I waste 3 days of my life? Then I start analyzing and I discover something shocking. I spent 3 days trying to impress people instead of connecting with the right ones. Look at the brutal math. 3 days multiply 8 hours of event is equal 24 hours total event time. 147 contact is equal 10 minutes per person. Superficial conversation is equal 0 depth. Result, 0 real opportunities. I was collecting people, not networking. And then I remembered a phrase. It clicked in my head. Networking doesn't make money. Networking makes relationships. And when that penny dropped, everything changed. Because look, no one who's truly wealthy has thousands of friends. They don't spend every day adding people on LinkedIn. They don't go 5 events per month. They do the opposite. They sit at right table and they stay there. Let me explain what the right table versus the wrong table means. Wrong table, it's where everyone wants to take something. How can I get something from this person? How can they do for me? How do I use this contact? Extraction energy. Everyone wanting to suck. Result, everyone lives power emotionally and spiritually. Right table, it's where everyone wants to give something. How can I add value here? What do I have that can help? How do we grow together? Multiplication energy. Everyone wanting to add. Result, everyone lives richer in everything. And here's the math that nobody's tell you. One person at the right table is worth more than 1,000 at the wrong table. Why? Because the right table multiplies, the wrong table divides. Let me give you a real example. Your own life. You know which table you've been sitting at your whole life? Your relatives table. Uncle, cousins, people who don't add to your life. Yes, the conversation is at that level. You know what happens when you meet them? Either you talk about the past or you talk about the other people's life. Pay attention. I'm not saying you shouldn't be with family. Family is important. I love my family. But the problem is meeting them. The problem is if that's your only network every weekend. If that's your entire strategic cycle, you have a problem. Now compare that with the network of someone successful. My neighbor bought a Porsche and was invited to the brand event in another state. There, you already blocked the information because your scarcity say, oh, I don't have money to buy a Porsche. I'm not even going to listen. I'm not telling you to buy a luxury car. I'm just painting a picture here, and maybe if you pay attention, you can take advantage of all these. Continuing. At this Porsche event, he met some businessmen from my city. The event was in another state, and he met guys from my own city. You know what happened? This guy connected at event with 3 entrepreneurs from the real estate sector. These guys offered him a business partnership and they made more than $8 million in business in just 2 years. Just buying and selling properties together. And here's the code that changed everything for me. It's not the number of people, it is the type of person and the depth of the relationship that generate this exponential multiplication. I'm going to repeat that. It's not the number of the people, it is the type of the person and the depth of the relationship that generate this exponential multiplication. Look, if you are realizing that you spent years at the wrong table and this is destroying your beliefs you defended, subscribe to the channel because every Thursday I release a video breaking another mental ceiling about relationship and freedom. Hit the bell. YouTube doesn't show it to everyone, only to those who really want transformation. Let's go to the technical code. What you are going to discover now is the concept called RMA, Relational Multiplication Algorithm. Look at the 3 levels of networking. Level 1, collector. You know many people, but superficially. Problems, 0 depth is equal 0 multiplication. It's like having 1,000 seeds but planting them all in 1 centimeter of soil. Nothing grows. Level 2, transactional. You know people who help you when you need something specific. Better? Yes, but still limited. Because when you don't need them, the relationship dies. It's like having relationship of interest. It works until the need ends. Level 3, multiplier. You know few people, but deeply. And you grow together. You multiply each other. It's like planting 10 seeds and 1 meter of fertile soil. It becomes a forest. In fact, Proverbs 27:17 says, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. Look at the wisdom in this. Iron alone doesn't sharpen. It needs another iron. And the process? Friction, conflict, discomfort. Real relationships aren't comfortable. They are transformative. Right table is equal friction that sharpens. Wrong table is equal comfort that rusts. Gossip that stagnates. Past that traps you in labels forever. How to apply this? There is the wrong way. I'm going to meet as many people as possible. I'm going to every event that comes up. There are more contacts, the better. And there is the right way. I'm going to identify the 10 is like that. 10 right people. I'm going to cultivate depth, not quantity. I'm going to give before asking. This last one is the most important. The difference it is in identity. You are no longer a collector of contacts. You are a cultivator of relationship that multiply. Fewer people, more depth. Exponential multiplication. Now I'm going to give you the 2 to apply today. I'm going to give you 3 steps to know if you are in the right table. Step 1, Brutal Audit tonight. Get a paper and a pen. List all people you consider your network. Brutal question for each one. Does these people make me better or worse? Do I leave drained or energized after meeting them? Does this person want to see me grow or see me stay the same? Mark X on those who drain you. Why this works? You can't change what you don't measure. Step 2, surgical cut tomorrow. The people with X, respectful distance. You don't need to fight. You don't need to explain. Just stop investing time and energy in them. Your time is your most valuable asset. Stop donating it to those who don't multiply. Why this works? The wrong relationship costs expensive. More expensive than you imagine. Step 3, strategic identification. Next 3 days. Who are the 5 to 10 people who challenge you to grow? Truly celebrate your victories. Confront you when you are wrong. Want to build something together. These are your right table. Why this work? Clarity about who matters frees you to invest deep. I'm going to give you a step 4, but it's just a question that can change your mind. Ready? Who is the person you need to connect with to level up? Think about it. Do you have someone in your head right now? Here is what you do. Don't send a message asking for anything. Don't say, I want to network with you. Add value first. Send something useful. Introduce someone. Solve a problem for them without asking for anything in return. You do this, you enter the right table. You only ask, you stay at the wrong table forever. Now answer me. How many years are you going to waste sitting at the wrong table trying to impress people who don't multiply you? How many opportunities will you lose because you are surrounded by people who pull you down? How much time you will invest in 1,000 superficial connections instead of 10 relationships that change your life? You don't have a lack of network problem. You have a wrong table problem. Here is the truth. The wrong table drains forever. You leave each meeting more tired, more empty, more poor. The right table multiplies once, then keeps multiplying. You plant deep once. The forest grows on its own. But there is a detail. To sit at the right table, you need to have something to offer. You can't sit at the table of those who multiply if you only want to extract. That's why the right table requires work. You have to be someone who adds value. Repeat with me now. I'm no longer a collector of contacts. I'm a cultivator of relationships that multiply. And starting today, I only sit at the right table. I cultivate depth, not quantity. I give before asking. Because when you declare, you commit. Now go do the audit. Cut what needs to be cut. Sit at the right table.